Good afternoon, everyone. Pastor Shane here with another semi-daily devotional, and we are finally out of 2 Samuel, and we are into 1 Kings. 1 Kings 1 through 53 tells the story where Solomon becomes the king, and the key verses are 29 and 30, and they say, "The king swore, saying, 'As the Lord lives, who has saved my life from every adversity, as I swore to you by the Lord, the God of Israel, your son Solomon shall succeed me as king, and he shall sit on my throne in my place. So will I do this day.'" The devotion from clergystuff.com for today says, "A promise is a promise." King David, not long for the world, bucks the norms of royal succession by naming Solomon his heir rather than Solomon's older brothers. David, by the way, had a lot of children by a lot of women. Just saying. He is king after all and can pick anyone he wants to succeed him. And even though there are lots of folks ahead of Solomon in line for the throne, God's prophet Nathan has it on good authority that Solomon is the one God wants. So that's that. And believe me, a lot of people were unhappy with David's decision. We all find ourselves having to make unpopular decisions because of priorities we've set and promises we've made. It can be especially challenging to try to change accepted norms within faith communities that create unwelcoming environments for newcomers or impede God's call to work for justice in creation and the world. Like David and Solomon, we are bound to run up against those who are unhappy with such efforts. The hope is that we're prayerful and discerning enough in the commitments we make so that we can stand by them in the face of pushback. And then it asks this question here at the end. What is the hardest leadership decision you've had to make? Wow. What is the hardest leadership decision I've had to make? I think maybe the hardest one I ever had to make was just the decision to become a leader. That is not for the faint of heart. It is not for the faint of heart. What is the hardest decision you've ever had to make as a leader? I hope your day is going well. If it's not, I hope it gets better. And if it doesn't, there's always tomorrow. And I'll see you then.